On Saturday, I had the pleasure of attending a rally in Nelson Bay with my Port Stephens OneNation candidate, Mark Watson. It was a terrific and well-attended rally. It was in protest to the federal government's decision to declare the pristine Port Stephens coastline as a potential future wind farm, wind turbine location, one that will be from Swansea all the way through to Port Stephens, more than 1,800 square kilometres long, and one that is very much a damaging, environmentally damaging proposal, and completely opposed by thousands of local families, the fish clubs as well, the Game Fish Club, and tourism operators as well. This was a very well attended rally. I was actually surprised. There were thousands of people there. I've mentioned this rally a number of times in the House, and I do want to acknowledge that there were a number of parties there that were representing were there and speaking at the rally, including the Nationals. The Shooters were there as well. Of course, OneNation was there, and a number of councillors. Sadly, nobody from the Labor Party or from the Greens was present, and this was very much noted. This is a community that relies heavily on that coastline. It relies on the coastline for its tourism. It relies on the coastline for its terrific fishing industry as well. And the families, the grandparents, the grandchildren, the many that were in attendance clearly love their coastline there, and they are desperately trying to send a strong message to federal Labor, but indeed also to New South Wales Labor, to understand that they should follow suit what South Australian Labor is doing, and that is opposing and standing up to Bowen and standing up to federal Labor and saying, no, we want to protect our coastline, which is exactly what the South Australian government's doing. But sadly, it's not what the New South Wales Labor government is doing. It's backing in Bowen. The local members were nowhere to be seen in that area. And it's clear that the community will fight this, and they're going to take this to Canberra next. There'll be another rally in Canberra. The community are really coming together, irrespective of how they vote. The message is that we love our pristine coastline, we want it protected, we want it preserved for the next generation and the generation after that. Having a wind factory, and that's what it is, it's a wind factory set up that will be higher than the Sydney Harbour Bridge, that will stretch out for 1,800 square kilometres, is absurd. It will destroy the coastline there, it'll destroy the tourism industry, it'll destroy the fishing industry, but more importantly, it'll destroy the society, the fabric and the families of Port Stephens and Nelson's Bay, and indeed Central Coast, that live in that region and have lived in that region for years.